Talk about it.
And how you feeling?
Both of us have been talking to the mic. It is on one. Is it turned on? Yeah. Say whatever you want to. It's picking you up. And me up. This is good. There we go. Epsom salt. Essential oils. So instead of how you feel, let's just throw away two things that you already got now. I'll go last. How many kids you have? You have none. Where you went to high school?
So I am native of Birmingham. I actually have three mothers. My birth mom, my sister, we're 15 years apart. She legally adopted me at about 11. And at 17, my other mom, I call her Mom B, and that's home for me now. But because of this and endurance, I reached out to my sister. There was a lot of hurt there, so I reached out to her and was just like, hey, I really want to work toward, I guess, forgiveness and moving forward. And so I think enduring physically has really helped me in other areas as well. So that's part of my story.
Cat's got Jim's tongue this morning a little bit, so we're just gonna wait until it comes up.
Josh.
All right, interesting facts. Let's see. In 1993, I was 5 years old. I started homeschooling, and I homeschooled for 13 years straight, from kindergarten through high school, and I never set foot inside a school. Interesting facts about me. I still don't know how to work a combination lock on a locker. So I got one daughter. She is 8 and in 2nd grade. She knows everything. She reminds me that she knows everything too. She's not afraid to tell me. So that's a couple of interesting things.
But I'm gonna get one so everybody can have a mic'd up. It'd be pretty cool. These things are like $250 a piece. So when we get a little further in,
So interesting factoids. Well, I have 3 daughters. Amber's 18. Emma will be 10 May 4th, and Mary Ellen will be 7 May 18th. Yes, I'm only 34, but Amber basically adopted her when I got married, when she was like 3 years old. So she's mine. I claim her. She graduates this year. She's salutatorian, so that's super exciting. Emma's in the gifted program, and so that's really exciting for me. And Mary Ellen, she's rambunctious. She's my soccer player, and the 2 small ones do dance. So Amber wants to go into special education, so she's trying to go to Montevallo for special education. So I'm a very proud mom. So.
sorry.
Whoa. Co-parent with your ex, you need to take the time and learn, because nothing's made my kids more adjusted than us working with my ex-wife to actually be parents and not constantly bickering and stuff like that. Beginning, and let me tell you, that's puts a lot of stress, puts a lot of strain on you, and takes a lot of your drive out of you. But we actually, just to prove a point, we actually all were at dinner last night with my ex-wife, her husband, our 2 kids, my wife, and their her husband's nephew's nephew, who they got custody of. But spend a lot of time with my kids as much as I can. Spend a lot of time with my family, because it was me and people that, you know, you get to know and you get to stick around with and hang out with. Hopped around when I was a kid a lot, so I went to probably at least 6 or 7 schools. I think 5 or 6 schools ever since I was growing up. And I think that's a lot of the reason why you start looking for family and staying close to family, because at least you know family will be there for you. But that's the way I'm looking at this, is I just look at you guys and I think, you know, it's going to be a year, so we got to get to know each other. Yes.
So I was also born in May 14th. In fact, I was born on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is on the 14th this year. It doesn't happen very often. So, but I was actually born on Mother's Day. Started this gym in the driveway of my house with one person. Never knew I was going to be in the fitness business. Never really even thought about it. I knew I've always liked fitness, and I've always pursued it in some fashion, pretty aggressively. I liked football and contact sports, and again, I liked what really drew me into CrossFit the most was when I saw people finding community, and I was gaining community. I found it to be a very unique and powerful thing that you cannot get after like high school athletics. It solved kind of a burn inside of me to compete again. I thought that I was kind of in a midlife crisis at about 38 years old, 37, and was going and training like MMA style fighting, and I learned pretty quickly that my body was aging a little bit. So, and in fact, I got picked up by a heavyweight that actually is fighting in the UFC now and fractured my hyoid bone in my neck. And so, you know, wasn't that big of a deal, but it's part of MMA. You're gonna get dinged up. This has been a really cool thing. I can already like feel the sense of camaraderie amongst the group. That's what I've told anybody that asked me about it. I said that they've got that this group has a unique developing camaraderie that is important for the long haul, because even though we've made it 8 days, we're still in the early throes of our total mission. So, but I'm very optimistic about what this is going to look like when we're done. You know, the documentary part of it now is slow and long, but as that's compiled down into like highlights, I think it's going to be pretty remarkable in its ability to reach others that may never step out there and pursue a healthier lifestyle. So yeah, so that's the goal there. Got that mic.
I just want to say, I mean, this is not, like what we're doing is not indicative of the entire CrossFit community and stuff like
not a lot. He's not, if it weren't hard for people to make it through the first time, I don't think it would click for me. Like, I want somebody to respect what they're coming to do. And I want them to know that when they do it, they're achieving something greater than what they probably think they can do. But from my perspective, from my entire community's perspective, the culture of this gym is to seek out the ones that need the most help. That's what we want to do. I mean, that's who we're trying to reach. I'm not concerned with the competitive CrossFit athletes, and that's great. That's not the goal. The goal is to, our number one goal is to help people physically, spiritually, mentally, all of those areas. You get that experience in the sport. It's not going to the gym and just lifting some weight. It's eating, sleeping, community. There's a lot of we're hitting on all the senses. Except for, well, I guess it does smell kind of weird too, so. What you got?
So I think for me, especially yesterday was tough, but I think mentally, and I blogged about it a lot, but actually in my own Instagram, I shared a scripture and ended up talking about a totally different scripture, which I tagged into the blog, but telling people about this experience has been, especially like at work, because you would think working in the health profession, although I don't consider myself a health professional, I work around nurses and doctors, and I'm caring for people who are dying. You would think that we would automatically make good choices, but we don't. And like, we see people who are dying of heart failure, or they've had complications with things like diabetes, and we're taking care of them at the end of life, so we see this. And I know for me, I saw way too many asthmatics or people with lung issues struggling to breathe and just getting them comfortable. And I thought, I don't want that to be my story, and yet I still ate. Like, when we got together, it was to eat. When we enjoyed successes, it was to eat. Well, the coolest thing happened after I shared my story, and I've just kind of been, when we post on Facebook, I just shared on my own. Well, one of the social workers from Coleman came to visit my branch, and she's just like, oh my word, you're inspiring us all. And I thought, well, I didn't see my struggle inspiring someone else, even though, like, among here, I know that we all struggle and we inspire each other, but to see that beyond CrossFit, beyond the gym, beyond us, I didn't see that until someone from Coleman, I've been following, and I'll continue. You're motivating me. And I thought the only thing I did was share my truth, even though it's very uncomfortable to say this was my starting weight, or very uncomfortable to say, y'all, I'm finishing last, and that's driving me crazy. But someone's like, you can do it, and that was pretty awesome. And of course, I just want to say thank you to each of you, because yesterday was just tough. Like, there was no way to even describe it. I just felt defeated. And so by the end of the day, like by nighttime, after my good lavender and Epsom salt bath, I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, I can endure. Bring on day 8, and I'm just taking it day by day.
All right, so that's good stuff. Anybody else got anything? So I was worked hard. We do a compound, which is just range of motion, sort of stretch. Still get you a little sweaty because your muscles and closes for a pretty good length of time. It's going to feel pretty good. Recover. Make sure you stay on track with your water today. Let's go ahead and like set up right here in front of the TV. And it's led by an instructor, and it's on the screen. It's going to tell you everything to do. You can just turn that off. There's no, just follow along. What's that? Here you go. I'm gonna take 2 of these back over there. All right, so y'all just listen.
Listen to the guy and do what it says. Awesome. This thing is 20 minutes.
The time is up to the side, so please change sides now. The platform is targeting the left shoulders. Again, still 1 minute position.
If they don't turn the other hand, cross over.
Just on your side or stomach? Stomach?
I think they're putting on their stomach, but their head is turning slightly.
Said we're doing this 5 days a week? Music keeps up with that on.
The time is up for this position, so now we're moving on to our next pose, which will be our puppy dog, targeting the shoulders again. This puppy dog will also be for 1 minute. 1 minute starting now.
Child pose? That's cool. Yeah.
Reminds me of the Army story. What's bad is my belly's put when I breathe. My belly's pushing on my legs, so it's moving my whole body. Right.
The time is up for this position. So now I'd like to transition to our saddle eagle. This saddle eagle targets the quads, the knees, and the ankles, as well as the upper body, middle back, and shoulders. I'd like you to start with your right arm underneath your left arm for the eagle variation. This will be a 1 minute position.
David Neal's still wearing that shirt. Every time he sits up, he starts adjusting. Please don't. I'm just kidding. Robin, how's that ankle? You said that 2 days ago. All right, you're gonna have to call him or I'm calling for you.
And now I'd like you to change to the other side for the saddle eagle. Left arm will thread underneath the right arm. Legs stay in the same position. 1 more minute. time is up for this pose. So the next position will be our saddle archer. The right arm will be above the head and the left arm down your side and up your back. Saddle archer, 1 minute for this position.
Saddle archer.
We definitely recommend using a band or a strap in between your hands if you have a hard time clasping hand to hand. And if you don't have that as an option, then just go as far as you can, or take your left hand and use it against your right elbow to help leverage the pose.
So is everybody sitting up like this because too much pressure on your ankles?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I was just
And then
wondering.
please change to the other side,
It's not just me. That's
No.
what I was wondering.
the
That's how
saddle
I
archer,
Ooh.
for 1 minute.
Wait on the feel good poses.
Do what?
So I'm waiting on these feel good poses.
Yeah, I think that's what he was calling these. He's got different.
The time is up for this pose. So I'd like you to come out of this position and come out of the saddle legs. Our next position will be a seated forward fold. So we'll now shift
Oh, you're
to
like
target
forward.
the back of the body, hamstrings, lower back. Please have a seat, both legs straight out in front of your body. Toes and feet can be relaxed. So lean in with that body towards your legs and just relax completely. This will be a long 4-minute position. For the first minute, I just want you to find your place and try to relax as much as you can. For the last 3 minutes, we will refine our breathing for this pose today. So staying in the position, I want you to take a large inhale through your nose. And then just go ahead and exhale all the air out and try to feel that sense of surrendering further into the position with your exhale. Now we'll breathe our counter breathing. Inhale now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will add retention. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold your breath for 5. Now exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold your breath for 6. Now exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold your breath for 7. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold for 8. Control your exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold for 9. Now exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time is up, so breathe deeply on your own. And on your exhale, slowly come out of position, and we will now transition slowly into our next pose, which will be a right side fragging position. We will now be targeting the groin and the hips. Right foot will step forward, left leg will kickstand, and forms on the floor at an angle away from your right foot. Make sure you feel this in target areas without any discomfort in your knee or your hip creases. This will be a short 1 minute position, 1 minute in the fragging. The time is up on this right side. I'd like you now to change to the left side. In a slow transition, position yourself in a passive fragment, completely surrendered into your groin. This will be our last side of our last pose. This will be a 1 minute hold.
Y'all feeling swollen flexing?
Sure.
Yeah, that's it. Swollen flexing. Feel that tug. Oh. Oops. Ah, crap. Not again. Dang. What is this thing?
And the time is up for this position, so now we will come out of the pose and we'll lie down for the rebound for this routine. Please take 2 to 5 minutes to allow the routine to have a chance to acclimate to your body and your mind. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. We hope it does wonders for you, your training, your body, your mind. We'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's routine.
Question on that.
Lexi.
We're trying to go sleep, bro. He said 2 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Sleep.
Well, as you can see, we're feeling pretty good today on Wednesday morning. Thanks for tuning in to our story. I'm going to go to my networking group, and I guess I'm going to leave them here to take a nap for the rest of the day.